I just spent the entire day coding with Zhipu's new GLM-5.2 agent, the Chinese tool that's undercutting Claude Code's pricing by a massive margin. And here's my verdict up front: for 2 out of the 3 tasks I tested, I genuinely couldn't justify the price difference. But there's one thing it failed at so badly, it might be a deal breaker for you. Stick around, the details matter here. Quick context. Today, July 3, Zhipu AI, one of China's biggest AI labs, released an agentic coding tool built on their GLM-5.2 model. It's a direct shot at Anthropic's Claude Code, and the timing isn't subtle. Anthropic is having a huge week, announcing a partnership with California and a new drug discovery product. Zhipu's pitch is simple: comparable agentic coding, at a fraction of US pricing. The question is whether comparable is real or marketing. So I tested it. I gave both tools 3 identical tasks. Task 1, fix a real bug in a mid-sized Python codebase and async race condition that's genuinely annoying to trace. Claude Code found it in about 2 minutes and shipped a clean fix. GLM 5.2's agent took closer to 5 minutes and needed 1 nudge from me, but it got there and the fix was correct. Task 2, build a REST API with authentication from a plain English spec. This is where GLM 5.2 surprised me. It scaffolded the full project, wrote working endpoints, and even included tests I didn't ask for. Output quality was maybe 90% of Claude's. But here's the number that matters: at Zhipu's pricing, that task cost me roughly 1/10 of what the equivalent Claude Code usage would run. For high-volume, well-defined coding work, that math is hard to ignore. Now, task 3, and here's where it disappointed me. I asked both agents to refactor a messy legacy JavaScript module while preserving behavior. Claude Code was careful. It wrote characterization tests first, refactored incrementally, verified nothing broke. GLM 5.2's agent bulldozed through, rewrote things confidently, and quietly broke 2 edge cases I only caught because I diffed the behavior myself. So who is this for? If you're a developer doing greenfield projects, boilerplate, scripts, or well-scoped features, GLM 5.2 is a legitimate money saver, especially for freelancers and startups watching burn rate. Who's it not for? Anyone working in large production codebases where a silent regression costs real money. Also worth saying plainly, if your company has data residency or compliance requirements, routing your codebase through a Chinese API is a conversation with your legal team, not a personal decision. Zoom out for a second, because the data tells a bigger story. This is the second time in 18 months a Chinese lab has released a tool at prices that force US companies to respond. Remember what DeepSeek did to inference pricing in 2025. Zhipu is doing the same thing to agentic coding. And notice the contrast: on the exact same day, Anthropic announced California state agencies get their tools at half price. That's not a coincidence, that's a pricing war starting in real time. My read: within 6 months, expect Claude Code, Cursor, and the rest to either cut prices or launch cheaper tiers. Competition at this layer directly benefits you. So here's your one actionable takeaway: if you're currently paying for an AI coding subscription, spend 30 minutes today running GLM 5.2's agent on one real task from your actual work, not a demo, a real task. If it handles it, you've just found a serious cost lever. If it breaks things, you've confirmed your current tool is worth the money. Either way, you win. That's the honest read: a genuinely impressive tool with one sharp edge. Subscribe for daily AI intel, and drop a comment. What tool do you want me to cover next?